When you think of money, you typically imagine coins, bills, maybe a credit card, those familiar tools that allow us to exchange value. But step into the world of Bitcoin, and you are entering a realm where the very fabric of what constitutes money is being rewoven in real time. It's a narrative so compelling and laden with futuristic allure that it captures the imagination of not just tech enthusiasts, but governments and economies around the world. This brings us to a pivotal question. Is Bitcoin legal tender anywhere in the world? The answer not only reveals a modern financial saga, but also paves the way for a discussion about the very nature of money and economic sovereignty in the digital age. To begin, let's set the stage by understanding what legal tender actually means. Legal tender refers to money that must be accepted if offered in payment of a debt. The term is traditionally associated with the physical money, coins and notes, issued by governments. However, as we pivot to our main actor, Bitcoin, the plot thickens. Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency, launched in 2009 by an enigmatic figure, or group of people using the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto. Unlike traditional money, it's not controlled by any government or central bank. Instead, it operates on a technology called blockchain, which records transactions across several computers so that the record cannot be altered retroactively without the alteration of all subsequent blocks and the consensus of the network. Now let's journey to a small country in Central America, El Salvador. In June 2021, El Salvador made headlines across the globe when its government, led by President Nayib Bukele, passed a law making Bitcoin legal tender. This landmark move meant that within the borders of El Salvador, Bitcoin could be used for any transaction, from buying a cup of coffee to paying taxes. The decision was met with both applause and apprehension. Supporters hailed it as a progressive step towards financial inclusion and modernization, given that approximately 70% of Salvadorans do not have access to traditional financial services. Critics, however, raised concerns about Bitcoin's volatility, its potential to facilitate money laundering, and the impact on the country's financial stability. El Salvador's leap into Bitcoin also included plans to harness geothermal energy from volcanoes to mine Bitcoin, adding an eco-friendly narrative to its adoption story. This was not just about adopting a new currency, but also about rebranding the nation as a hub for technological innovation. The government even launched a digital wallet known as Chivo, which translates to cool in local slang, offering $30 worth of Bitcoin to citizens who signed up, further incentivizing its adoption. But the story doesn't end in El Salvador. Other countries have toyed with similar ideas. The Central African Republic followed suit in April 2022, declaring Bitcoin as legal tender, positioning itself as the second country in the world and the first in Africa to do so. Their decision echoed many of the sentiments expressed by El Salvador, focusing on economic modernization and attempting to circumvent the limitations of traditional banking system. While these countries embrace Bitcoin, the global landscape remains a mosaic of regulatory approaches. Some nations, like China, have outright banned the use of cryptocurrencies, while others, like the United States and members of the European Union, navigate a cautious line, seeking ways to regulate digital currencies without stifling innovation. The Bitcoin legal tender experiment is unfolding as a real-world test case for a digital currency's role in an economy. It raises profound questions about the future of money. What happens when a digital currency becomes as commonplace as the dollars, euros, or yen? How do traditional banks adapt? What mechanisms ensure stability and trust in a currency prone to dramatic fluctuations? Moreover, the Bitcoin initiative in El Salvador and the Central African Republic offers a narrative rich with discussions on financial independence, the democratization of banking, and the challenges of introducing a high-tech solution in low-tech environments. It's a global economic drama with a cast that includes tech geeks, politicians, everyday citizens, and financial analysts, each playing a critical role in shaping how the story unfolds. As of now, watching Bitcoin's journey as legal tender is like tuning into a gripping series where each episode reveals new challenges and unfolds unexpected twists. From technical issues affecting digital wallets to debates in international forums about the future of finance, Bitcoin's story is one that invites global viewership, wrapped in the broader narrative of how technology is reshaping our economic landscapes. Whether this will lead to more countries joining El Salvador and the Central African Republic, or a pullback due to unforeseen complications, remains one of the 21st century's most intriguing financial cliffhangers. So, as we consider the future of Bitcoin as legal tender, we're not just observers. We're all part of this unfolding story, witnessing history in the making, and perhaps participants in a financial revolution.